Alrighty, welcome back to Black Magic Forkery. Starting off with Predator type stealth. What are you holding in your, what the, okay, that's a squid. And that's a kid. Oh, so there's gonna be a comment that makes me feel really bad. It's gonna be like, it turned white because it's terrified and it's about to be eaten. And I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm not fascinated by this and I just feel badly. Seeing this one, color changing hard. What does that mean? Color changing hard. That's a sentence. Oh, did you mean color changing arts? Perhaps. I'm Clippy, here to suggest an alternate title for you that fits a little bit better. That is, it's one of the harder color changes out there. Some color changes, they're pretty easy, you know, just one color to the other. But when you go from a rainbow to like a subset of a rainbow, that's when it's a hard color change, all right? It's not easy, it's quite difficult. Cool art though. Ping 4200, original post by this dude. What is happening? Wait, what is the floor move? What the heck is going on right now? This cat has found nature's VR treadmill. Pretty soon this business is gonna have a sign out front like, if you would like to experience VR, line up. This cat will be your tutorial guide and then you'll be able to let loose in our own 3D environment. What the heck? I am so confused. Wait, it looks like a handrail on a set of stairs, but it's actually a leash. There's a, oh, there is. Oh, there's a leash right there. I was so confused for a second. I was like, how is this cat doing it? It's better if you don't see the leash. Just, it's a VR treadmill. Boomerang card trick. Really? You can, no, yeah, okay. You know, that's cool. I remember I watched some kind of like Mythbusters episode super long time ago. I think it was like, can you kill someone by throwing a playing card at them? And then I got like, just for a couple days, really into the idea of learning how to throw playing cards. And then I gave up a couple days later once I wasn't very good at it. But this person, they saw that episode and they were like, I'm going to dedicate my life to this. I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to make it so you can. How did he freeze in the air? Wait, what do you mean? Okay. Hold on. There's gotta have been like a... Okay, he mounted his foot on the bench, right? Okay, this is a scripted fight too, by the way. YouTube, don't... This is scripted, all right? Quite obviously, they're not actually fighting each other. They're just trying to, you know, figure out how to audition for action films and stuff. Like, that is kind of wild. I'm assuming he just put his foot down there for a second, but it really, like, damn, he kept himself stationary. Just right, and it went, but that's, what the heck? I'm sure he watched that back and he's like, whoa, that is actually pretty cool that I did that there for a moment. Logic is broken. I, too, enjoy going for long walks on the bottom of the ocean to fetch water to bring back to feed my household or allow us to shower. The water that I'm walking through is a little bit too salty, but did you know you can get some really heavy fresh water? It kind of resides on the bottom of the ocean. Just, you know, walk along with a few buckets, scoop it up, walk on back to your home, and feed your mermaid children. I let your mermaid children shower in quality H2O instead of, you know, that awful salty H2O that they otherwise spend all their lives swimming through. So, just... It is like SpongeBob, where they can fill glasses with water in the bottom of the ocean. Makes sense. This dragon is folded from one square, uncut sheet of paper. Is it really a square piece of paper? How even is that a possible thing to do? What the heck, dude? You start on one end and then you just... How do you even like keep track of how big of a piece of paper you need in order to do this? How do you know what proportions to go? And I don't understand. I mean, it must be like some situation where you do a few folds and you take it as a proportion of the total sheet of paper, and that shows you where to start doing some of the folds, and then you just kind of work your way from there. But I mean, this can't be something you just look up a tutorial, like how to make absolutely breathtakingly complex origami dragon from one sheet of paper. As much stuff as there is on YouTube, I'm curious if there's an in-depth tutorial on this one, or if this is like some crazy high-level art that's proprietary that no one would ever share the secrets to. I don't know, dude. Dancing, but how? Are we about to see some like, oh my god, my ankle hurts right now. Ow. God. How do you... It's impressive, but also just seems like a lot of pain. Are you wearing some kind of brace on your foot? That's the only way I can imagine this would happen. Oh my God, dude. It's just painful. They can't feel good. Maybe this person doesn't have a real foot. And therefore, the pain is not such a thing to... Oh my God, dude. Oh, God. If that is a real foot, too, just imagine, like, once we can body modify ourselves and give ourselves robotic limbs that are super strength and stuff, the dances that people will be able to do, it's going to be crazy. Because that's obviously what everyone's going to do with the fancy limbs and stuff is dance. Wholesome uses only. Sand brewed coffee. What is happening here? I don't understand. What? Is the sand hot? Is there so much friction from it being coarse and rough and getting everywhere that apparently it's able to brew coffee? If I just take a pot of water to the beach, put some coffee grinds in there and just run it along the sand, will I end up getting hot coffee from that? I don't understand what is happening here. In sieges, they used to heat sand and throw it over the walls at attackers. It would get under their clothes and armor and... Wow, demonetize them. Good Lord. Okay, so I guess it's hot sand. Can you imagine? That like takes it to the next level. Anakin Skywalker thought that regular sand was bad. Can you imagine hot sand? It's Turkish coffee. The sand is hot, boils the coffee. The froth is poured off, repeats. I didn't know that's what Turkish coffee was. My dad really likes Turkish coffee ice cream from a specific place called McConnell's, which is in Santa Barbara, which is kind of where I'm from. And I didn't know that Turkish coffee meant it's done on sand. Fascinating. One of life's mysteries solved for me. Thermal waves make an invisible force field. What the... Oh my God. Is this some kind of like volcano vent? So... Is that like a... That's like the bad place. You don't want to go down there. Nope. It's a real life invisible wall. This place is off limits. It hasn't been properly coded yet. You can't go there, okay? You've reached the edge of the map. You will not go any further. Someone will find a way to glitch through it, inevitably, and they'll post that tutorial on YouTube. But until then, it's a no-go place. Pretty sure it's just wind, like an updraft against the side of the clip face. But thermal wave sounds cooler, man, okay? I don't just want it to be wind. Wind isn't just blowing and then getting directed upwards. No, this is thermal waves, okay? It's waves of heat. Like a heat wave when it's really hot out, except it's waves on a cliff. It's not just wind, all right? Doesn't sound cool. This is just one photo. Oh yeah, it is. It took me a moment there. I was like, which direction is what and what's the perspective? Okay, this is just a roof that's sort of in the foreground. This is the closest point. Then we got a brick wall with some leaves on it. And then if you look out and you just line these two up, and you can look out into the park and it's different. I want to find a place where I can take a cool photo like this. I need to be more observant of the things around me and be like, oh, that is a cool photo op where I can knock my microphone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your ears. My bad. That's nifty, though. For much less money than you can buy a supercar. So here's the answer to everything for you. If a cat can fit its head through something, it can go through it. Just a theory, though. I apparently had some inability to read there, even though that was a perfectly fine sentence. Oh God, is it gonna be able to go through the entire thing? Is this cat actually an octopus? I'm pretty sure this is not I don't think that's supposed to happen. Meanwhile, the person with the camera is just like, I'll observe as this cat runs away. Bro, if the cat can fit through that, I'm sure it can also fit under a door, okay? It's gonna be like the Terminator.
Go.
Or it's just gonna be able to like go under the door and then appear up on the other side. Or is that the Terminator or is that something else? Well, you know, the Terminator can like, in Terminator 2 it can liquefy. I just can't remember. Was that specifically it going under the... There are other things where things go under doors and then materialize, and this cat is just, it's one of those. It's a Terminator cat, okay? Touch my face, not this one. Oh, wait. Is he backwards the whole time? Wait, what? How did he do it that quickly? How did he make the cut? Does he actually have a squid on his face? I think that's what happened here, okay? This is why the squid turned white, because it knew what was coming. It knew that it was about to be repurposed for some dude's face mask in a teppanyaki performance. So it had every right to turn white. And I'm sad now. That squid clip, I'm sure it's bad things in the comments. If I read down, they would have told me why. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to get sad. Quantum levitation. I've seen this before, and it's just still like, what? Also, how do you keep it cold enough? Because I know this has to happen at like really, really, really cold temperatures, but it doesn't seem like that thing is kind of on its own. You just dipped it in liquid nitrogen. I guess it holds its coldness for long enough to do demos before you have to dip it in liquid nitrogen. But it's freaking, I don't understand any of this. You put the word quantum in something and all of a sudden I'm like, yep, this is too complex for me. Don't understand it, but that's pretty cool. This gravity defying water trick. Watch till the end. Wow, 15 gold awards here. This is gonna be gnarly. I remember having my science teacher do this little thing with the paper, and I was like, whoa, how come the paper isn't falling off? This is wild. Wow, it's really, okay, it's gonna be, she's gonna take it to another level though, or something like that. What's the next level gonna be though? Wait, what? I've tried this and this doesn't work. What is she? Why is that? No, dude, I tried this. When I remove my freaking hand or whatever it is from the glass, the water falls down, okay? It doesn't stay. What kind of voodoo proportions are in that jar? Why does the water stay in there now? What's the small trick? You didn't tell me the small trick. You just said there's a small trick and then you poured the water out. Was the follow-up, but I'm not gonna tell you because this is proprietary information that you don't get to know because I patented this technology. So if I told you, I'd have to demonetize you every damn time. All right, what is about to happen? All right. That's backwards, right? It doesn't. I've never smoked a cigarette, so I don't. Wait. How does he? What kind of sleight of hand keeps happening here, dude? Okay, hold. I want to. Does he just have the fastest fingers on the planet? And he can somehow like. Wait. Hold on, is it double? Is it semi-circle? And then he can just, if you just rotate it ever so slightly, then it like flip. So maybe both sides, it's like, it has the brown like this, right? And so if you just do that, then it may... A one-way TV that you can see through from the back. No, really? It's like, oh, that's wild. I mean, I guess one-way glass, that exists, right? For interrogation rooms at police stations and whatnot, or whatever other applications it might have. But that's wild because, like, where's the wiring? You think of a TV screen and it has wiring behind it and stuff, and I want to have a TV in my house that's just like a transparent piece of glass or plastic or plexiglass, and I just like throw it up there and we're all good. Get the Blackmagic Forkery TV. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Blackmagic Forkery. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe if you're not already. And we will leave it off there. See you next time.